This is the tale of Bilbo Baggins, a hobbit with no idea of the adventures about to befall him, or their consequences.
My precious! It must know the way out! Burn the trees!
In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. Bilbo Baggins was a respected hobbit. He lived a comfortable life and never had any adventures. So Bilbo was rather surprised when Gandalf the wizard invited him on a great adventure. He politely declined, but not before accidentally inviting Gandalf to tea. The next day, Gandalf arrived with 13 hungry dwarves. They ate everything Bilbo had to offer, then sang sad songs and listened to their king, Thorin Oakenshield.
At dawn, we begin the quest of Lonely Mountain. We will win back our ancient kingdom under the mountain, reclaim our treasure, and have revenge on the cursed dragon's Smaug.
King Thorin, you need a burglar to steal into Lonely Mountain. Here he is, Bilbo Baggins. Excitable little fellow, but fierce as a dragon in a pinch.
Goblins attacking men and elves! What's this? Well, Baggins, you've dreamt your way into this. You'll have to dream your way out.
Get them, you filthy ratbags! Tear them apart!
It was just a dream. Just a dream. But what an adventure!
Despite his fear, something awoke within Bilbo. He wanted to visit distant lands, explore caves, and carry a sword instead of a walking stick. To his own astonishment, Bilbo agreed to go.
You've slept half the morning, Mr. Baggins. That won't convince Thorin that you're a fierce burglar.
I'll show him if I have to walk to the east of East and fight the wild wereworms in the last desert.
For now, you'll just have to walk to the Green Dragon Inn. The dwarves are waiting.
But Gan...
No time for it, and no time to pack. Just fetch your walking stick. Who knows where you will end up today?
What's this? My pocket has sprouted a hole. Oh, my silver pennies must be scattered all over Hobbiton.
I was thinking about Bull Toot. You know all about Bull Toot, don't you?
Of course. He's my great-great-great...
He was quite an adventurous hobbit. Won the Battle of the Greenfields, he did. Knocked the Goblin King's head clean off with a wooden club. Sailed through the air and went right down a rabbit hole. Well, that's where we got the game of golf.
So I've heard.
Ah, Bull Toot. I wish you young people knew more of your histories.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Good day, Gamma.
I seem to have lost my quilting needle somewhere in town. If you find it, could you please bring it to me?
Certainly, Gamma.
Oh, I'm hungry. It's almost noon and I've only had 2 breakfasts. There's a lovely seed cake cooling on my windowsill. I think I'll head home for a morsel before lunch.
Bilbo Baggins, I saw your visitor. Are you meddling with wizards?
Wizards are meddling with me.
Another lad going off into the blue for mad adventures. You might as well be some use before you go. Fetch my butter churn, please.
Where is it?
It's in the shed round the corner. Just place the butter churn on the porch when you find it. Thank you, Bilbo. Have some berry crumble tea cakes. I made 'em fresh this morning. Oh, and Bilbo, watch out for that wizard.
We'll need a lot of food on our journey.
I saw a dwarf wandering around town. Did you see him? He had a beard so long he tucked it into his belt. And he was dressed so outlandishly. He must have gotten lost on his way to Bree.
There was a wizard skulking around Hobbiton. I heard he was seen near your place. I hope he isn't causing any trouble with his dangerous fireworks and putting spells on the crops. Why can't he leave well enough alone? We don't want trouble here. I wish someone would ask him to leave.
Well, the best apples in all Hobbiton are in that apple orchard. I'd get some if I could climb those cliffs.
That wizard is responsible for so many lads and lasses going off into the blue for mad adventures. Why anyone would set foot outside the Shire is beyond me.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, Bilbo! Wanna play some hide and seek?
I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a hurry.
We'll go hide, you seek. Ready? Go!
Children.
time, I'll find a better hiding place.
The bridge is out.
But I need to get to the other side.
I could fix it, but I'll need my hammer and nails. Fetch me hammer. I saw Carl playing with it up by the waterfall. There are some jars in the mill. You'll have to break them open to get the nails. Bring back me hammer and nails, and I'll fix the bridge.
My children insist I tell them all about dragons. Where do they ever hear of such creatures? Respectable hobbits don't discuss such things.
You got me! That was fun!
Pardon me, Carl. Do you have your father's hammer? He needs it to fix the bridge.
Here it is, Mr. Baggins. I'll have to find something else to play with.
Good lad. This shouldn't take long. Good as new.
Hello, Bilbo. We still need more supplies for our journey. If you happen to find any provisions, bring them back to me.
You did it. You may look like your father, but you have your mother's Tookish blood in you.
Good day to you, Mr. Baggins.
Hello, Holman.
You're looking a little thin, Bilbo. You don't want to waste away, do you?
Those scarecrows are useless. Look at those crows, sitting there mocking me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll give you a sack of wheat if you'll get rid of those crows.
Very well.
Thank you, Bilbo. I thought I'd never get rid of those crows.
Oh, Bilbo, did you find my quilting needle?
Here it is.
Thank you, Bilbo. Please take these sausages, the best in Hobbiton.
I've got all the food Bomber could possibly want, at least for the afternoon.
Thank you, Bilbo. Perhaps you'll be some use to us after all. Now get into the Green Dragon Inn. The others are waiting.
Bravo! You made it in time. The others are waiting for you inside. When you are ready to leave Hobbiton, just open the door to the Green Dragon Inn.
It's about time you arrived, Mr. Baggins. Let the journey begin.
He regretted leaving home almost immediately. In the dangerous Lonelands, they found themselves cold, wet, and low on food. Suddenly, Balin noticed the light of a fire. Thorin sent their new burglar, Bilbo, to investigate.
I don't like these parts.
The servants of the Witch King mined and tunneled these lands many years ago. Their gear is still scattered about.
Lands in the lowlands are different than your kindly shire crop. Some of these leaves have teeth. Lands in the lowlands.
Oh, I wish you'd burgle us a nice hot dinner. I'm starving.
Our food supplies are low after one of our ponies took fright and bolted.
This dratted rain. I'm catching cold. Could you please bring me a Burberry plant?
Tell Bomber to stop grumbling. A little starving will help slim him down.
Now it's the burglar's turn. Scuttle off and investigate that firelight. See if it's safe.
Wolves! One was bad enough. Oh, Burberry leaves. Just what Keely needs for his coat.
Oh, thank you, Bilbo.
Those ledges look treacherous, Bilbo. If they're too far apart, use your walking stick to help you jump. Good luck, Bilbo.
If I can reach that floodgate, I can shut off this water. If I could just raise the water level, perhaps I could make my way across. Oh, can't go back now. Oh my.
Mutton yesterday, mutton today, and blimey, it don't look like mutton again tomorrow.
Not a blinking bit of man flesh have we had.
Shut your mouth. You can't expect folk to stop here just to be ate by you and Bert.
3 wicked, huge trolls. I'd better tell the dwarves. Oh, but they'll just say that a really first-class burglar would have picked the trolls' pockets. Oh, wait, a pocketbook. I could sneak past them when they aren't looking and take it. Oh, I'll need to stay away from those noisy leaves, though. I bet I can tiptoe past him while he yawns.
are you?
Blimey, look what I've copped!
When the dwarves crept up to investigate, the trolls popped them all into sacks. Suddenly, the trolls started arguing. Gandalf imitated their voices and tricked them into a nasty fight. They fought until dawn. When the sun rose, the trolls turned to stone.
The trolls must have a cave nearby to hide from the sun. We must look into it. Find the troll cave, Bilbo.
Silly time to go pocket picking when we wanted fire and food.
Gandalf said he left our company to look ahead. I asked him what brought him back in time, and he said, looking behind.
Evil creatures live in these hills. Be careful. I see you found a training scroll. This land is full of lore from the old kingdom of Arnor. They used these scrolls to teach combat tactics to their young warriors. Now the scrolls are scattered all over this desolate land. You will learn new fighting skills when you open them.
That was quite a climb. I have to catch my breath.
Any sign of the troll cave?
No. Or the key.
Key?
Long ago, the Witch King's people built strongholds in this land. Wicked creatures like trolls get the keys and use the locked vaults to hide from the sun.
It's an elf. Oh, and she's hurt.
Help me. I was injured by 3 trolls. I barely managed to escape into these caves. My healing draft is in the next chamber, but I'm too weak to get it. Can you bring it to me? Oh, thank you, friend. I am Lyanna of the Wood Elves.
Bilbo Baggins of the Shire, at your service. I'm searching for the troll cave. Do you know how I can find it?
You will need this if you want to find the troll cave. But beware, these caverns are filled with the Witch King's traps.
What a beautiful blade, with elvish runes. Barely a pocket knife for a troll, but perfect for a hobbit. But you'll need a name. I know. I'll give you a name, and I shall call you Sting.
Soon the company reached Rivendell, home of the elves. Elrond told them of a secret entrance to the dragon's lair, a door revealed only by the knocking of a bird called a thrush. After resting in Rivendell, they set out to cross the Misty Mountains. Evil things and dreadful dangers awaited them, like stone giants and worse.
I've sent Feely and Keeley ahead to look for shelter. Would you please give Beaufort a hand starting that fire?
This wood is too wet to catch fire.
Perhaps you need dry firewood.
And if you could find any, I would be in your debt. Bomber is making me hungry.
Beaufort had better get that fire going, or I'm going to freeze right out of my skin.
When we reach the Lonely Mountain, we'll use my grandfather's map and key to open a secret entrance. A door even the dragon doesn't know about.
These mountains are crawling with goblins. Why don't you go help Beaufort? Leave me alone.
Oh, hello, Bilbo. Feely and Keely went up the high path to look for shelter. I hope they find some food, too.
You have courage, little hobbit. You remind me of my boy, Gimli.
I'm keeping watch for stone giants. We heard some down the low path around that bend, so we sent Feely and Keely to scout out the high path instead.
I'll just look for firewood. If I see any giants, I'll come right back. Ah, firewood for Beaufort. Well, there's no going back. Oh, how will I ever get back to the dwarves? I suppose if I follow the edge of this mountain, I'll find my way to their trail.
Thorin, what have you done with my burglar?
Beaufort sent him to find firewood. If he's not back yet, then drat him, I say. He's not been very useful.
I brought him, and I don't bring things that are of no use.
I hope he's better at dodging boulders than he is at fetching firewood.
Those stone giants are throwing boulders at me. I'd better hurry. This pillar looks weak. Perhaps I can trick those stone giants into making a bridge for me. You've made my escape for me! looks like it's missing some pieces. I don't like the look of this.
Owen said he last saw Bilbo along the low path.
The old dwarf mines are down there.
The goblins drove the dwarves from those strongholds long ago. Now, all manner of vile creatures roam those halls.
You dwarves will find Mr. Baggins, or I'll go alone and leave you to get out of here as best you can.
Another one of these odd contraptions. And it's missing pieces too.
Up here!
Oh, Gandalf! You'll never believe what happened. There were giants and wolves and an enormous troll.
Time for stories when it's warm and dry. There you are, Bilbo.
Crash! Crash! Crush! Smash! Take them to the Great Goblin!
This should stop those goblins. There is more about you than meets the eye, Mr. Baggins. The dwarves made camp just around the bend. Come along, Mr. Baggins.
Well, here's your confusticated firewood.
Ah, well. Ah, good lad.
You should try to keep yourself out of trouble, Baggins.
While our burglar was lost, Keely and I found a nice dry cave.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Sometimes trolls make their homes in these mountains. Sure hope you didn't run into any out there.
The sun sleeps, and so should we. Time to make camp, Mr. Baggins.
They slept soundly in a dry cave. Then Bilbo heard a noise. In the darkness and confusion, no one saw Bilbo crack his head on a rock and fall into shadow. When he awoke, Bilbo was alone.
Oh, lost again! Thank the elves for this glowing blade. These webs look thick. I hope my sword can cut them. A dwarf! Hello, I'm Bilbo Baggins, at your service.
I am Balfour of the Iron Hills. I am grateful for your service, but freeing me would take the service of 100 dwarves, or 1,000 elves.
Or one burglar.
Very well. Go down into the mines and find a large gate. Bribe Ugslap the guard and he'll open it. When you get through that gate, climb up to the jail. That's where they take me when I finish my work on the mining contraptions. Free me, and I will help you escape.
What's that noise? Goblins! That must be the gate I need. How am I supposed to lower this bridge? Now, those barrels might be useful. Could you open this gate for me, sir? Please?
What are you? A little rabbit got away from the cooks? Well, little rat, if you want this gate open, you bring me the Wartstone from Crugbit. Fix the broken dwarf lift and you can steal the Wartstone from Crugbit.
I need to fix this lift to get the Wartstone. Looks like it's missing a lever. back now. I hope the goblins don't mind me starting all their contraptions. Haven't these goblins heard of key rings? I found your wartstone. Now please, open the gate.
Oh, I'll open the gate.
Those guards look much too strong for me. I'd better not try to fight them. There's Balfour. I need to set him free.
Is that you, Baggins?
Shh! Don't alert the guards.
Get me out of this cage!
How?
That switch opens the gate to this cell.
Yes, but what about the guard?
Once this gate is open, you won't have to worry about him anymore. Hey, Goblin! You're just a filthy spawn of an elf!
Shut up!
Freedom! Time to play!
Baruch Hazard!
For many long years, those goblins forced me to work on these dwarf-built mining contraptions. Honor demands their destruction. Follow that path. The minecart will take you out of these goblin caves.
Looks like this is the way out of here. Ugh, what nasty, slimy things live here. Hello, what's this? A ring.
Lost again in the tunnels, Bilbo found a gleaming golden ring. He put the mysterious ring in his pocket. Then he realized he was not alone. Bilbo introduced himself to the mysterious creature named Gollum. They agreed to play the ancient game of riddles. The rules were simple. If Gollum lost the game, he would show Bilbo the way out. But if Bilbo lost, Gollum would eat a tasty dinner. Soon, Bilbo couldn't think of any more riddles.
Is it scrumptious?
What have I got in my pocket?
Not fair. Gollum.
Well, that's my riddle.
Hands, knife, string, or nothing.
All wrong. Now, show me the way out.
Yeah. We must go and get something first.
What have I got in my pocket?
My ring! My precious! What has it got in its nasty little pockets? It must know the way out!
Bilbo followed Gollum out of the cave and found his friends on the other side of the Misty Mountains. But they were not out of danger. A pack of wild wargs attacked. When they reached safety, Gandalf said goodbye to his old friend, the Lord of the Eagles. At the edge of Mirkwood, Gandalf announced he was leaving again. He showed them a trail through the forest and warned them not to stray from the path. Soon their supplies ran low. One day, the hungry dwarves saw wood elves feasting in the forest, and they left the path. The wood elves vanished. Bilbo found himself lost and alone.
Hello? Thorin? Oh, confusticate these dwarves. They knew better than to get lost in Mirkwood Forest. Well, I'd better find them. Evil spirits. Minions of the Necromancer. A rotten tree. Finally, a camp. Oh my. Hello.
Who are you? You don't look like any elf or goblin. I am Corwin, huntsman from Lake Town.
Hello. I'm Bilbo Baggins, a hobbit of the Shire, and I'm looking for my friends. Did you see 13 dwarves run through here?
No, but I did see the spiders carry about a dozen wriggling bundles of spider silk through that web. My friends were not so lucky. The spiders killed every man in my camp, including my brother.
I am sorry about your brother.
You could burn through those webs if you had some oil. You will find some in the camp to the north.
My, there's nothing like this in Hobbiton. These spiders ruin everything they touch. Oh, someone must have lost this. I'd better keep it safe. I say, Corwin, I found this ring in the other camp. Is this yours?
My brother's ring. It's been in our family for generations. Thank you, gentle Hobbit, for finding this keepsake. The path is clear. Good luck finding your friends.
Maurice Cave. I must be on the right track.
Who disturbs my rest?
If I don't cut those dwarves down, the spiders will eat them for sure.
Wait, my sisters. There is a disturbance. Who intrudes? Is some creature trying to steal our food?
I think I'd better hurry.
Hurry, Bilbo!
Free the others, Bilbo!
Fiend steals our lunch! You will not escape this web. We will find them again after we send him to a beautiful sleep.
Oh, Tom Noddy can't hit me!
Nasty! A life for a life! She will be avenged!
At the cop!
You killed both my sisters. They were stupid and soft, but I am neither. Goodbye, small thief.
The webs are gone now. I'd better catch up with the dwarves.
The Wood Elves returned and captured the weary dwarves, but Bilbo popped on his ring just in time. The Wood Elves took the dwarves into the Elven King's halls and closed the gates.
Caught again. Without Gandalf, I'll have to do the rescuing. I'd better not let those elves catch me, or we'll never make it out of here. Elves have keen senses. I'd better not get too close, even with my ring.
Who's there?
Hello, Bilbo. You and your companions have done us no harm. I fear that we are the stubborn ones to keep your friends locked in our cellars. I will help you free them. To get into the cellars, you'll need 3 crystals. Elven King Thranduil keeps them close by his throne. Be wary of the other wood elves, Bilbo. I am the only friend you have here.
Show yourself.
A strange noise. Have the prisoners revealed the errand that brought them to trespass here?
They still refuse to answer, my liege.
Hail, friend.
The guards have caught dwarves crossing Mirkwood, making their dwarvish racket.
They have either great courage or great folly.
Perhaps it was... Perhaps it was just the wind.
Was that the wind? Must be nothing.
Have you heard? The White Council has taken the fight to the Necromancer.
That vile sorcerer has plagued this land long enough.
There's nothing out there. There's something strange here.
I think I heard footsteps.
There's nothing out there.
seems safe now. Is someone there? Perhaps it was nothing.
Must be nothing.
Bilbo, come here. Bilbo, I thought I'd never see you again.
Is everyone all right?
You must find a way to escape, Bilbo. My ears may be old, but I swear I hear rushing water beyond that hallway. Explore that hole and see if you can find an escape route.
Show yourself. It's time to get these barrels packed up and sent to Lake Town.
This looks promising. If I can free the dwarves, I'll pack them into barrels and send them down the river to Lake Town.
What was that? Must have been mice.
Is someone there? Perhaps it was nothing.
Was that the wind? Must be nothing.
I found a way out. The elves send barrels down the river to Lake Town. If we pack ourselves into barrels, the elves will make our escape for us.
We shall be bruised and battered to pieces and drowned too. But I suppose we have no choice.
You'll need to put Gallion the butler to sleep before you get into the barrels.
An elf?
It's all right. She's a friend.
You must make Gallion drowsy by putting 3 kinds of herbs in his drink. One herb is in the lake behind the throne room. Another is in a small clearing in the courtyard. The third is in an old cave in the courtyard. Beware. The caves were once home to spiders. This potion will melt away the thickest webs. Find those herbs, Bilbo. And don't worry about Gallion. The herbs won't harm him.
So, the Great Gate is not the only entrance to these caves. The spider web must be in there. I do hope no one's home.
Place the herbs in Gallion's mug. When Gallion is asleep, go back for your friends.
There's Gallion's cup. I'd better be quick about this. When the herbs take effect, this room will be wide open. Oh my, that was quick.
into the trees. You should have seen Gandalf's face. Mr. Baggins, you never cease to amaze. Now you must find Thorin. They won't tell us where he is.
He is in the deep cellar. There is only one way into the deep cellars. Through the dark water caverns. It's dangerous, but it's the only way. I don't like sending you down there.
I must rescue Thorin, and this is the only way in. Don't worry. It shouldn't take too long. The rest of the dwarves are waiting above. After you, King Thorin Oakenshield.
Good work, Mr. Baggins. I suspect I'll be bruised and battered to pieces. Get moving, burglar! We continue to Lake Town!
All packed and ready to go. Now, open the gate and escape.
Well. The barrel is quite comfortable after all. Too much dwarf and not enough barrel.
Hey, Bilbo! Any snacks for our long voyage, eh?
Oh, I feel like a pickled fish. A king in a barrel? Ah.
Is something there?
Perhaps it was nothing.
I suppose it was nothing.
There's no one there.
Show yourself.
A king in a barrel? Ah.
I do hope I put the lids on tight.
No! Off we go!
Dwarves were not meant for this sort of travel.
I can hardly breathe in here.
Wait for me!
Hey, what's it? Baggins!
The barrels floated down Long Lake and carried Bilbo and the dwarves to the safety of Lake Town. in the shadow of the dragon's lair, Thorin declared himself king under the mountain. The people of Lake Town held a great feast for the dwarves. Their old prophecies said gold would flow from Lonely Mountain when the king returned. And while the dwarves feasted, Bilbo had the run of the town.
Welcome to Lake Town. After a few days' rest, we'll be ready to head up to the Lonely Mountain. Go find the master of Lake Town and send him thanks for his hospitality. He'll be by the Great Hall.
You should speak with the master of Lake Town. His hospitality is exceptional.
These people treat us like kings. It feels good to be a legend.
You must be the expert treasure hunter who travels with the dwarves. You certainly are a curious-looking creature.
Well, I could say the same of you. Pleased to meet you.
This is Bard, the captain of the town guard. We've heard of your many talents. We have a task for you.
I hear they call you an expert treasure hunter. We need someone who can move unseen.
The local wine merchants are in an uproar. Their wine barrels are being stolen at night. We want you to watch the wine stores. If you see anyone suspicious, follow him. But don't let him see you. If you learn anything, come to me.
This is very important, Mr. Baggins. Your assistance in this matter is vital.
Will you help?
I am grateful for the hospitality you showed us after such an uncomfortable barrel ride. I would be glad to help.
Please accept this as a token of our gratitude. Something there. What is that? Something there. Something there.
Strange. I'd better tell Bard.
From your description, that sounds like Bortan. I'll have to talk with him about these missing wine barrels.
Mr. Baggins, you've done Lake Town a great service. In appreciation, I'm making you an honorary member of the town guard.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
A shipment of crates has just arrived. The master believes they contain something the thieves desire. See what's inside them.
Please, accept this. Lake Town is grateful for your service.
Kill the runt!
An ambush! What are goblins doing in Lake Town?
Bilbo! I'm sorry. The warehouse was more dangerous than I thought. Meet me at the cider house, Bilbo. I may have something else for you to do. Thieves broke into the armory. They stole many weapons, including my black arrow. The black arrow is of dwarf make. It has been in my family for generations. Some say there's an enchantment on it. I would not have this filth lay claim to it. Bilbo, this cider house is full of useful information, but its patrons know better than to talk to me. Go inside and see what you can learn from them.
Vaughn and the goblins stole all those weapons. Do you know anything about it?
Goblins? Then I'm through. No self-respecting thief arms goblins against his own. The weapons are in Renard's warehouse. Now leave me be.
Are you Renard? I hear the stolen weapons are being kept in a warehouse.
The weapons are being held in my warehouse, aren't they? I suspected as much. Here's the key. Clean the place out, sir, for the good of Lake Town.
You have the black arrow.
Yes, and if you don't scuttle your way out of here, I'll run you through with it. Keep away from me, Toad.
What do they have planned? There is an old thief named Malak who spends time in the cider house. He's been reformed for years, but he still knows many thieves. He may know the location of the thieves' hideout. Perhaps he will tell a fellow burglar.
Are you Malak?
Why do you disturb me, little one?
Lake Town is in grave danger. Some of the thieves are in league with goblins. I must find their lair.
That's a tall tale for one so small, but it has the ring of truth. I'll help you if you do me a favor in return. There's an heirloom that's been in me family for years. The golden dagger. It was stolen years ago by Vaughn and his thieves. It's in me old house, which is now full of the thieving vermin. Use this key to get in and bring back my dagger. At last, me birthright is returned to me. Thank you, Bilbo Baggins. The door to the thieves' lair is sealed by a strange lock. You will need 5 bottles to open it. 2 of them are in the cider house. The other 3 bottles can be found in houses marked by the sign of the serpent. The thieves who owned those houses stole the bottles from the cider house basement. When you find the bottles, return here. I will try to remember the combination of the lock.
Did you know that there is a secret entrance to the thieves' hideout in your cellar?
There is. Oh my. Oh my. Here, take this. Get them out of here.
The combination escapes me in memory, but I do remember this. Yeller is to the left of red and blue, which is not next to black. Purple can only lie beside black and none else. Black is to the right of yeller. I regret I can't remember more.
I don't much like these goblins, but if they can help us, I suppose this is all worth it.
I just hope what we've given them is enough to keep them from tossing us all in the pots.
Of course it is. We made a deal with them, didn't we?
You can't trust a goblin. You know this as well as I do.
Your master says you have what we need. Did he do his part?
Yes, he has. And I see you have done yours. Together, we will rule this town.
Just so we get the bearded ones. You have the map?
Indeed.
Let me see.
The Black Arrow! If I can sneak past all these goblins and thieves, I can retrieve the arrow for Bard. Here we go.
The dwarves will try to slay the dragon. If they do, then the gold is ours. The Black Arrow. You stole the Black Arrow.
It was there.
Betrayal. Men, slay the goblin thieves.
Fight, goblins! Fight!
I have them right where we want them. Now, if I can just get out and get to Bard, he can round them up. The thieves and goblins are all trapped inside.
Get into that warehouse, men! You wait here, Bilbo. The town guard will finish this. Who would have ever thought someone so small could be so useful? Good work, Baggins.
I found the Black Arrow.
The line of Gideon has passed this arrow from father to son since it was forged in the Lonely Mountain. I am in your debt. Come visit me outside the Great Hall when you're ready to leave this place. Thank you again, Bilbo Baggins. This town is in your debt. Good luck on the mountain, and perhaps one day we'll meet again.
The people of Lake Town said farewell as the dwarves set out for the Lonely Mountain. They passed through the lands destroyed by the dragon, the desolation of Smaug. High in the mountain, Bilbo saw a thrush cracking snails. Then, as the sun set on the last night of Durin's day, Bilbo saw a keyhole appear in the side of the mountain and called for the dwarves. They opened the secret passage into Smaug's lair.
Now is the time for our esteemed Mr. Baggins to earn his reward. You must enter the dragon's lair. Bring me the golden cup of Thor. Be careful not to wake the dragon. I suspect he will not be pleased to meet you.
It's time for serious work. Good luck to you.
Be careful, Bilbo. Dragons are not to be underestimated.
I'd go with you, but, well, you know.
Well, now you're in for it at last, Bilbo Baggins. There sleeps Smaug the Magnificent. If ever I am to prove my worth as a burglar, it is now. Smaug! And Thorin's golden cup is right underneath his nose.
Come with my grandfather. Bilbo has courage and resource far exceeding his size, and good luck far exceeding the usual allowance. All of our trials have led to this moment. Now we slay the dragon Smaug, and our home and treasure regain.
And how do we do that? You have no plan. Well, every worm has his weak spot, as my father used to say, though not from personal experience. Well, I suppose I could have a look. I do have this ring, after all. I'll creep down to the dragon's lair and see what I can see.
Excellent plan, Bilbo. Good luck.
Thief, I smell you and I feel your air. Come into the light, where I can get a look at you.
I might be able to find a weak spot if I could just get high enough to get a good look at him. If I keep the ring on, perhaps he won't see me.
Show yourself, thief. Run and hide all you like. You will not escape this place, burglar. Look around, thief. This is your tomb. You shall not see the light of day. Help yourself again. There is plenty and to spare.
No, thank you, oh Smaug the Tremendous. I only wish to see if you were as great as all the tales say.
You have nice manners for a thief. You seem to know me. But I don't remember smelling you before.
I am the clue finder, the web cutter, the barrel rider, and the ring winner.
Ooh, lovely titles. But my teeth are swords, my scales are shields, and my breath, death.
You know, I've always understood that dragons were soft underneath.
Ha! What do you think of this?
Dazzling, perfect, flawless.
No blade can cut me, nor arrow pierce me.
Old fool, there's an empty patch on his chest, as bare as a snail out of its shell.
What was that?
Well, I really must not detain your magnificence any longer.
Leaving so soon, barrel rider? Going back to those miserable tub-trading lake men? Burglar! Thieving lake man!
Bilbo told them all about the hollow spot on the dragon's chest. The thrush listened, and then flew away toward Lake Town. Suddenly, the wind howled. They barely made it into the secret passage before the dragon smashed the mountainside. Bilbo and the dwarves were trapped in Smaug's lair.
We must leave this place before the dragon returns. Get us across that chasm, Bilbo.
There is a giant ruby down there that belonged to my father, Rhine. If you see it, please bring it to me.
The necklace of Girion is in that stronghold, Bilbo. If you find it, bring it back to me.
Bilbo, if you find the spears of King Bledorthan, please recover them.
Bilbo, I've heard tales of a giant golden serving dish. If you find it, please bring it to me, huh? Oh, now that's pretty.
Thank you, Bilbo. It's good to have these spears again in the hands of the dwarves.
The necklace of Girion. Thank you, Bilbo!
Bilbo, all the thanks in the world are not enough. Now my son can inherit his birthright.
It was a quiet night in Lake Town when Bard noticed a golden light in the distance. His men thought gold was flowing from the mountain, but Bard knew it was dragon fire. Arrows splintered against the dragon's scales. The townspeople fled. As Bard knocked the black arrow, the thrush whispered to him and told him what Bilbo saw.
Black arrow. Go now and speed well.
Three days later, the ancient raven Rook told the dwarves Smaug was dead, and that the men and wood elves were sending armies to claim a share of the treasure. Thorin sent Rook north to his cousin Dane. He called for an army of dwarves to make war on the men and elves.
Here you are, Bilbo. The first payment of your reward. A mithril vest. A powerful object forged for an elf prince long ago. No less than you deserve for your help in this quest. And now I have a very important task for you. The Arkenstone, the heart of the mountain, is locked in the treasury. Find a way into the treasury and bring me that stone. You will need to open those doors first. Talk to Oin and see what help you can give him. I would trade all the riches in these halls for that one jewel, Mr. Baggins. Bring me the Arkenstone.
To open these doors, but I can't figure out how. It involves these blocks, but I'll be burned if I can figure it out.
treasure behind those doors is worth more than all the Shire. These gears must power the lift system. Oh, these gears are broken. This must be the room that powers the rest of the kingdom.
The kingdom under the mountain is coming alive again!
The Arkan Stone, the heart of the mountain.
Bilbo decided to stop the stupid and selfish war before it could begin. He took the Arkenstone as his rightful share of the treasure and gave it to Bard and the Elven King. They offered to exchange the Arkenstone for the gold Smaug had stolen from them. But Thorin refused and cursed Bilbo. The next day, a legion of dwarves arrived, led by Dain, and 3 armies met on the field of battle. Anger was in the air. The men had lost their homes and loved ones. The elves knew what it was to suffer under Smaug and wanted to help the men rebuild. But Thorin would hear none of it, and so it turned to war.
All! Dread has come upon you all! The goblins of the north are coming! Behold, they ride upon wargs!
The leaders gathered for council with Gandalf and joined forces against the goblins. Bilbo decided to take his stand on Ravenhill, among the elves.
Bold's army advances on the Lakemen from behind, and Bard knows nothing of this attack. We need someone to deliver Bard a warning.
The battle is fierce and dangerous. Who stands the best chance of making his way through?
I can do it. They can't hit me if they can't see me, and I'm faster than those ugly goblins.
You have completed your tasks, Bilbo, and I would rather not risk you to this terrible battle. But if you are determined to go, I will not stop you. Use both your ring and your wits.
If we lose Bard, we lose the day. Good luck, Bilbo.
Cowards! Come out and fight! Those goblins have us pinned down! Use your ring and get us out of here, Bilbo! You're a true warrior, Bilbo. We owe you our lives.
Someone stop that catapult!
Blasted dwarves and cursed elves! I'm through with this fight!
Someone help me! Corwin! I have to help him!
didn't think I was going to survive, Hobbit. Thank you.
I'm looking for Bard.
You'll have to go through there, but it's full of goblins. I'll help. While you run through the gauntlet, I'll pick off the goblins with my bow. Ready?
Do I have a choice?
Have an arrow, goblin! And one for you, too!
I've got you, Bilbo. Come on through.
Ha-ha! That's shooting fish in a barrel.
What are you doing here, Bilbo?
Gandalf sent me. A large troop of goblins flanks you from behind.
So, we have a party on the way. Sounds like fun. Much thanks, Bilbo. Now, get back to Gandalf. This is no place for a hobbit.
Hello there. Enjoying yourself? Your passage back to the Elven King is blocked. Just follow this path and you will meet up with the elf Lyanna. Stay with Lyanna. She will protect you. I have other business I must attend to.
What have we here?
Bilbo, get out of here. Goblin reinforcements are advancing. You'll have to go through there. Go, Bilbo, go! Great work, Bilbo. Gandalf sent me to find Bjorn, but I need to hold this position. Tell Bjorn that Bolg is advancing from the north. Bjorn is the only one who can defeat Bolg. Bjorn is a skin changer and will be in the shape of a large black bear. Find Bjorn, Bilbo. Go!
Nice work. Goblins are an evil lot. No goodness in them whatsoever. If you're an enemy of the goblins, then you're a friend of mine.
I'm Bilbo. I have a message from Gandalf.
I thought he might send someone a little bigger.
Bolg advances from the north. We need you to defeat him. Perhaps I can help.
Let's see what you can do. Follow me. Drop that bridge, Bilbo!
Bjorn crushed Bolg, the Goblin King. The goblins were dismayed, but not defeated. Suddenly, Bilbo saw the eagles. But then a stone struck his head, and he saw no more. The battle raged around him, a battle of 5 armies. The goblins were driven from the lonely mountain. But Thorin, king under the mountain, lay dying. He asked Bilbo for forgiveness. In his heart he wished he had been more like the Hobbit, valuing food and cheer above hoarded gold. The old prophecies had come true. The dragon was gone, and gold flowed down from the mountain to rebuild Lake Town. Men, elves, and dwarves had a new chance to unite against future dangers. Bilbo bade farewell to his friends, took only 2 small chests of gold, and began his journey home. He had many hardships and adventures before he got back, but that's another story.